welcome to the Halloween special of Mega Walls. Hey guys, it's Lego Maestro here, back again for another Mega Walls video. So, today guys, it is the Halloween special, and right now this is actually pre-recorded. This is voiced over. That is Gung Leo right there, also known as MC Alex. I was just watching one of his Blitz videos, one of the few I've watched of his, and I was like, hey, isn't that the same guy? And they were like, yeah, it is. I was actually in a call with Surfer, Shaney, and Nighthawk. So, yeah, that right there, what you just saw me fall into, that was what was supposed to be a trap of mine, which I'll show you in another video, because they're not hard to make, and I really do love making them. And then this is like a J-hop, but bow style, because the bow does more damage than the sword, which is just great, I would say, honestly. So, yeah, I was just kind of fighting this guy, and, well, let's just get off track of the game here. Happy Halloween, everybody. Tell me what you did today, or what you are going to do. Depends on what time this video is uploaded for you, what time you're watching it, even. So, yeah, I got that guy, that's good. What I did on Halloween, let's see here. Well, I'm actually recording this on the 30th. Okay, we're voicing over, that is. You can see it was recorded on the 29th, voiced over on the 30th, and uploaded on the 31st. So, what I'm probably going to do tomorrow is I'm probably going to put black blankets on the windows and then just play some video games, you know? I mean, it depends. So, I got that zombie low and that Arcanist. I don't know why that zombie went in there. He got super low, and I don't know how he didn't die there either. He must have gotten to half a heart. So, that was pretty crazy. Well, yeah, tell me if you've done that, or if you do that, where, you know, you just play video games on Halloween night and you don't really do anything. So, yeah, I mean, I would go help out at an event, but I've been helping out there for a few years, so I've decided not to do it this year, you know, just decided. So, I thought, while I was doing this game, I thought I would tell you guys a story. You guys like stories? Okay, good. Because this is a rejection story, and I actually told this in a very long ago posted video. It was my first rating video, my overclaimable obby base, and yeah, so it had like 191 views, something like that. And since I have a much bigger following now, and subscribers, you know, some left and bunch more are new now, I thought I'd tell the story again, you know, because it's a good story and might as well tell. And then I'm not gonna like retell this again. Like, you won't see this story again at 2K. Like, well, there's 700 new people now, and the faithful subscribers are like, that's what I get for staying loyal. The same old story. So, alright, well, let's see here. This was about a month ago, and my mom told me that I would go to a speech camp. She asked me if I wanted to go, that is. And she's like, yeah, it's a 3-day speech camp, you know, you get to learn about speech and stuff, and for about 11 hours a day. And I was like, I'm good, thank you. And she's like, alright, great, I'll sign you up. So she signed us up, my sister and I, and, or my sister and me, actually. Let's get some good grammar going there. Because he signed. A quick tip for you guys if you didn't know this. I'm sorry I'm getting off track here, but you gotta see if it fits in the sentence with me or I. So she signed me up or she signed I up. Obviously it sounds better with signing me up, so you'd say my sister and me. Okay. Yeah, I hate to be the grammar police, but that's the one thing that I do. So anyway, we went and I saw a few familiar faces, you know, and some new ones, you know, cute girls. First day I went to two classes a day. They were both pretty boring, but I did stir up some excitement in the halls when I exploded a cap off a bottle of water, which is an old trick I knew. Anyway, so the next day, things got better, right? I went to an intro to platform speech. You know, you get your speech ready, and they're going to show you how to present your speech, stuff like that. And there was a cute girl teaching. You know, I didn't get too much out of this speech because I was too busy looking at her. I mean, come on, you can't really blame me. I mean, if you'd seen her, man. Anyway, so the next day things got even better. So one of my 2 speech courses was acting, right? Which I'm a pretty good actor, I can pretend like I don't know what the Christmas gifts are, which obviously, I can know what a Lego gift is just by seeing the size and hearing the Lego, stuff like that, or I don't know, I use acting all the time. But yeah, that's another video, I guess. And so yeah, I went to the acting class, and there was this 40-year-old lady or so and her really hot daughter. So when I saw the hot daughter, I could only think of one thing: how to get a hug. You know me. So throughout the class, I planned everything out to the minute. Once the class was over, I started my scheme. Everyone left. My friend, who I'd made during the class, said to me, "Aren't you coming?" And I said, "Hang on, I gotta get my jacket on here." So I pretended to have a problem with my jacket while everyone left. Once they did, it was only a matter of time until it was just me, the old lady, and her cute daughter. I then proceeded in my plan. I walked over and told the lady, this is the mom, right? "I think I might want to become an actor. This class has really inspired me, and I think I know what I want to be now." And I asked, with that, "Can I just give you a hug?" So I, walked over, and I just gave her a hug, and then I walked over and I gave her hot daughter a hug, And my plan worked as I thought, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh man, I did it. You see that? All that planning worked out brilliantly. I should, should I use my tricking powers for good? No, this works fine. But that's not the end of the story. I go home, and my mom says, "So, how'd you like that hug?" And I was like, I'm like, "Oh, the one that I got from this cute girl." And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How'd you know about that? I didn't tell you." And she was like, "Well, you didn't have to." I was, the same day, right, that you were taking these last two classes, there was a parent-teacher conference, right? After the classes were over, there was a parent-teacher conference. So, they talk about what their kids should have learned, stuff like that. And yeah, she said there was this one lady who came in and she was crying. She had like a tear in her eye, and she was like, "This is what it's all about," And they were like, "Well, what do you mean? What happened?" And she was like, "This young man came up to me." I'm Demon Apocalypse in here. That's something Demon Apocalypse says. Completely off track. He's an enemy of mine. Anyway. Yeah, she's like, "This young man came up to me and said, I think I want to become an actor." And she said, "That's just what it's all about. That's why I do my job, to inspire people." And she was like, yeah, my mom was like, cool, didn't know it was me. And she was like, yeah, and he just said, "Can I give you a hug?" And, he gave me a hug, and then he walked over and gave my daughter a hug. My mom went, "There it is. Now I know who it is," Didn't say that, of course, but she was thinking it. And she's like, this is the lady, right? And she's like, the 40-year-old lady, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't believe I inspired that man to become an actor." And my mom was thinking, like, well, he should have become an actor, or he should be, that is, because he fooled you. But yeah, that's such a good story. I mean, I don't get old to tell him that one. I'll go to TeamSpeak. I'll go to Seiko PvP's TeamSpeak, which is a faction server, and I'll tell people my story on there. It's pretty fun, All right, well, let's actually get into the Mega Walls. That is the story for this evening. Let me not delete my story there. Okay, so this is Surfer and I chasing down the yellow here, Nighthawk and Shaney for the way, and they were spectating as I was doing it with them. And apparently we had a lot of haters because people do not appreciate bow spamming skeletons like Surfer and I, which, I mean, I kind of get that, but then again, people have a problem with whatever class is winning. If there's ever a clutch, people are always against the clutching class unless they're on their team. Now this is just a beautiful moment. I'm just going to let you guys watch this. You ready? Boom. Explosive arrow, some bow spam, and that guy's on like 17, and his friend, look at them, they both just left. Like 3 seconds, just had to bow spam a little bit, and it was just awesome. That was great. And I was kind of freaking out. I'm like, dude, I just destroy them, But yeah, so the spectators were kind of unhappy with us, and I'm like, hey, people don't complain about Endermans as much. Just I mean, people do. It just it depends. People can hate Enderman, they can hate Skeleton, they can hate Blaze. Just a class that people consider a scrubby class, which I'd say Enderman I don't want to say Enderman is more powerful than Skeleton, because remember when those two spiders were coming at me like a minute ago, and I just destroyed them in like 5 seconds max? Like that, you can't do that with Enderman. You can maybe speed and try to get a couple hits on them without, before losing half your health and running away. But, I mean, well, I take it back. I did have a diamond chest plate, which might have been a reason. And this is where the skeleton goes down, ladies and gentlemen. He gets pretty close to getting away, and does kind of a tactic I do, block it off, shoot, run. Pretty great tactic, right? And then I'm like, okay, this is a little fast forwarding, to the part where I actually get him, and I did not expect him to go on for a frontal assault, and I didn't even think I was going to have to use my health pot here, but I did. And he was block hitting, and I knew it. I'm like, you know what? Even with a diamond chest plate, I think block hitting is more powerful. So I juked around. You saw a good amount of hits I got on him, and there you go. I got him, and my friend was like, dude, you should other health pot. And I'm like, I would if I had it. If I had another one. So that was fun. And my friend Surfer was like, I'm going to die. And I'm like, okay, well, just, try staying alive for a little longer. And if you saw in tab there, he's on full health, and I'm the one on, like, 2.5. There you go. And I'm like, you're the one gonna die, but he was getting chased by some spiders, so I know how that is, I mean, those drop shocks can be deadly. The only thing, if you're a skeleton, that can really stop a drop shock is if you either have speed and you can double F5, and avoid the drop shocks, or you can do something that I've only done a few times, but it's pretty amazing when you do it. You feel pretty good. It's shooting them mid-air through the drop shock, they're halfway through their drop shock, they're about to take you down, and they're about to jump on top of you and you hit them. I don't know, in real life, I just pulled my hand back, like, acted like the bow animation, like I was pulling the bow back in real life, and, yeah, obviously I don't have my webcam on, but there goes Surfer, unfortunately. I was like, oh, come on now, I need you alive, but it came down to the two spiders and he was on a heart, and my friends were like, behind you, and I'm like, I know, I'm killing that guy, no matter what. And here comes the spider, boom, explosive, and look at that, just so powerful. And the kill goes to, he got away for a little bit here, just running, and he failed his leap right there. That actually stopped him quite a bit. And I expected him to run right out there and try to block it off, but instead he had 2 health pots, which I was surprised he had, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't complaining. And then he went in for a frontal assault, which I'm like, I guess that's smart, because he knew he couldn't take me if I regened to full health. So, yeah, it was kind of smart, I guess. But, yeah, it was a pretty awesome game, as you can see there. I actually recorded. Alright, guys, well, this is going to wrap up the video here. Thanks for listening, and thanks for listening to my story here, Tell me what you thought of it in the comments. Tell me if you've had a similar experience in the past. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. So, later!